be back to get this season started right after this. Welcome to Ring Central Coliseum in Oakland, home of the A's. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Oakland Athletics. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Pittsburgh Pirates with lofty expectations this season, and why not? They're the defending World Series champs. Singy, it's become so hard in today's game to go back-to-back as champions. Why do you think that is?
Boog, I think it's because of the competition level and the parity that we're seeing in baseball. But yeah, you're right. It is very rare. The Yankees won 3 years in a row from 1998 to 2000. But over the next 20 seasons, nobody else was able to repeat. I think there's less of an imbalance at the top, and teams can compete by combining good internal development with smart, well-timed moves to bring in help from the outside. And once you hit the postseason, anything's possible.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Matt Waldron. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's a knuckleballer, and this is something you do not see every day. There's some hitters that are going to have a look at this for the first time. So important to see just exactly how they adjust and if he's able to throw that knuckleball that teases the zone enough to get the swings.
All right, ready to get underway. Now the third baseman, Bryan Hayes. That one finds the zone, and a new season is officially underway. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
At the plate, Donovan. Lifted in the air, right field, and that is Springer. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. Here's the Pirates lineup now. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support. They'll see what they can do for him.
You have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys...
That ends the inning, so we take a break. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back in Oakland and on the hill, Paul Skenes. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And here it comes. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. Righty to the plate. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. Stays alive. And a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he should get some fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count off as early as possible. So gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
Stepping in, Jacob Wilson. Sends it to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. And time now to check out the A's lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. And the A's are gone in order. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Leading off, J.D. Martinez.
Oh, Boog, he consistently hits the ball hard. His exit velocity and barrel rate near the tops in the league.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Martinez in his 14th season, 38 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Oh, 2 now. Out towards right center field. Springer grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off.
So O'Neill Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neill. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neill Cruz will never forget.
And that one hammered. Springer drop step going back, and that one is out of here. He leaves the yard to right. His first homer of the year, and the Pirates take the lead. It's 1-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now the center fielder, Jack Suwinski. Swung on, belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
In the air, right side. Snags it for the second out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Up to the plate, it's Brandon Belt. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Strike 2.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Skenes back to work. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. And that one missing low.
It's a good
1
take.
ball, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but it certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Jordan Diaz, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. Big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Got it by him for the K. Off to a strong start, Siggy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Oh, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
George Valera digs in now. That missed by a lot. Ball 1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
The Athletics trailing by a run here on opening day. He was late there. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. 2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Clark Elliott in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The A's down by a run, bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a miss there.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
In the air out towards right center. Sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Pirates 1 and the A's 0. On to the 3rd inning. Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
The right fielder, number 16, Hunter Renfroe.
The pitch. That clips the corner. Comes up empty.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And the right-hander deals. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
I mean, trying to hit that pitch immediately after seeing a good fastball on the pitch before, just a brutal task, man. I don't envy this at all. You almost have to sit fastball and hope you get one you can put in place so you don't have to deal with the potential of seeing the knuckleball with 2 strikes.
Now at the plate, Henry Davis. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
1 out, bases empty. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The wind of the pitch. And they'll do it again. And the pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Fought off foul. He swings and fouls one off. The wind of the pitch. Just missing there. And a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. Digging in for Oakland, Max Muncy. That clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Fastball for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Max Muncy with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
So digging in, Hernandez. Right through there for a strike. Pitch is in there, and the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Oh, the throw is wild. Makes the turn at second, heads for third.
Well, opening day is an exciting one for everyone on the field. There's some nerves involved, and if you haven't had a chance to settle into the season quite yet, the quality of play can sometimes be just a little sloppy. And I'm sure making an error right out of the gates isn't the best feeling to start the year. He's got to turn the page quickly.
And fouled off. And the righty deals. That's a little bit low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Home team down a run here in the last half of the 3rd.
That's Falter.
Just missed. 2-2 down. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. The 2-2 on the way. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tied ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout look-in is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
Count 1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Here comes the pitch. Just missed. And that one clips the corner. Muncy on third with 2 out. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Count is 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in the East Bay, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Brendan Donovan. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one missed. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
The pitch. And that one wrapped foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. The throw. And it beats him. What a play. Ryan Reynolds here. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the air out to center. And it's caught for the out.
Now that
JD Martinez stands in. Flied to right his first time. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the zone. And the count even at 1. And a foul ball. 2 outs. That's a laser base hit.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Swings and misses. 0-1. Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that'll do it. Pirates lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Back in Oakland, ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Skenes back to work. That one fouled off. Dosingi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. sons whose fathers also played the majors. And the pitch.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Bell takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Soderstrom stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Ball 2.
And a good eye there. Fastball for a strike. 1 down, base is empty. And that is cut on and missed. 3-2 down.
Ooh, Bryan. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
This one in the air. Drifts towards it. Brings it in. And there are 2 down. So now here's the DH, Jordan Diaz.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Just missed. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one finds the zone. And a count 1-1. And another ball. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. That one is inside, ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Valera takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. And downstairs. Diaz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And catches the corner.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So 2 on with 2 away. Clark Elliott up next for the A's. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Rip to short. They get the force. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. Still behind by a count of 1-0. New inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Suwinski. The wind of the pitch. And that one pulled foul. 0-1. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Bell, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Ripped on a line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic, so when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it, and that was nicely done for extra bases.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. His first at bat was a strikeout. Foul ball there. Ball one there. Man at second. Got the back going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short. Hernandez throws to first, and Renfroe is retired. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Henry Davis. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's a foul ball. At the belt and fires. And a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Pirates 1 and the A's nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Max Muncy. Right through there for a strike. That one in triple digits.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Hernandez in the box for the second time.
Count
1 ball, no
1-0.
strikes. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty.
Ball 2.
Bounce to the right side. Slings to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Springer in the box again. Takes a strike. The Athletics trailing by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Hit on the ground to the right side. He'll do it himself. Oakland goes quietly. A's go quickly and quietly there. They still trail 1-0. Back here in East Bay. Now batting Bryan Hayes.
Bryan Hayes.
Waldron back to work. Kicks and deals. Now 1-1. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Valera moving under it. One up, one down. Brendan Donovan now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Two down, nobody on. That's down and in.
2 straight.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Down the number 2 hitter, Jacob Wilson. And he deals. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Ground ball to middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit. And the order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Long gone. He powers that one out of here. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Now here is Tyler Soderstrom, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Suwinski makes the play, and there's one down. Jordan Diaz up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And he takes a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Nice grab. over to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Valera.
Next up for the A's, George Valera. Left field. Reynolds hauls it in to end the inning. The A's with a 2-run blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Muller.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, J.D. Martinez. And a pitch. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Mason Miller getting ready to go. Ersig, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Wouldn't chase that time. Hit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Good eye right there. O'Neal Cruz to bat next. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
No outs. Runner at first. Up next for the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone. 0-1 with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. This to center field. Valera moving under it. Calls it in, and there's one away. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Suwinski. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Michael A. Taylor.
Bringing in some thunder in a big spot, and they're hoping he can get a hold of one for sure.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Here's the 0-1. That one found hard the other way. With the tying run on at first, here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him. And now 2 gone.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And here's the first baseman, Brandon Bell, 1 for 2. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Ezequiel Duran. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Fought off foul. With the go-ahead run at the plate, you're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Wouldn't chase that time.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. And another ball.
2-2 the count.
Martinez off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the A's 2 and the Pirates 1. Staying in the game on defense, Michael A. Taylor. He'll be out center now after pinch hitting.
18, Michael A. Taylor.
So digging in, Clark Elliott. Colin Holderman on the pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here it comes. On the ground to the left, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control. And it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Max Muncy, the next to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And in one hits the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 3-1.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Hernandez up next for the A's. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. No outs. Runner on second. Now he breaks his bat. Tosses to first and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
The 0-1. That's in there.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Taylor right there to make the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly. It's 4-1.
Well, it's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So up next, Jacob Wilson. Line drive. And that gets down into the gap. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now first baseman,
And that one missing low. Wilson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Athletics 4 and the Pirates 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Mason Miller. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. The pitch.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Good eye in that spot. 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes. And there's one down. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of the staff so far. I mean, they come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. This to third, Wilson. Fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The third baseman.
So the batting order turns over. And the batter now, Bryan Hayes. Down the line. And that drops foul. Miller, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2021. Slider misses outside.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Battling here as he fouls it away. And there's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. I didn't put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Man at second here with 2 away. Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's in there. Going 1. To third, Wilson. Tosses to first, and that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Soderstrom. New arm out of the bullpen, Genesis Cabrera.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And a pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that's downstairs and outside. Left-hand hitter waits. That's out to center field. Taylor tracks it down for the out. So now the DH spot, Jordan Diaz. That one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it skips into dirt. Ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in for Oakland, George Valero. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. And another ball. Next pitch is downstairs. 2 outs. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Next to hit, Clark Elliott. Just missed.
Now the 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Athletics 4 and the Pirates 1. Luis Patino, the chance at his first save of the year. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Bryan Reynolds. The pitch. There's a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Wouldn't chase that time.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
On the ground, Muncy gets it to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And now J.D. Martinez. That one hit to right. Springer makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So they're down to their final out. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. The A's leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, for his first career save, deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on the wall. You just can't forget your first save.
4-1 the final here today. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.
Athletics, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. For the Pirates, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Coliseum this afternoon